I wanted to let you know that this is actually our second recording of this portion of the story. I accidentally forgot to turn on the microphone the last time, so I'm actually doing this by myself while my wife is at work. And so to kind of recap on what has happened, if I didn't mention before, after we defeated the Straga, the man that we were trying to save, we actually found him, rescued him, and we gained a militia card for him. We gave that to Bob, the avenging madman. And then also, we were able to get that person to Austin, which I do remember taking care of in the last video, because we had the bar fight with the angry mob. And so after the bar fight with the angry mob, the farmer approached us and asked if we would help him gain control of his farm again, and he would show us a secret path to Narian's Hollow. And so we decided that we were going to do that. And so I assume that the farmland is probably in this region right here, so then I can start setting up for the encounter. So we'll have that right there. So the rabid wolves, and then a scarecrow will go 2, 3, goes there, and then there's some wolves. One goes right here. Oops, goes up one more, and then the wolf will go here. And there's a wolf that goes here. And then there's a wolf that goes right, so he goes here, right here. And if you guys can see on this map, there's a partial bush here. I would assume that people could probably move into that spot, and so our adventurers will actually go right here, like so. And so if we were to move in that spot, we could, because it doesn't take up the whole spot. But over here, where these bushes do take up the majority of it, I would not be able to move in those. And also, you cannot move diagonal when there's an object in the path. So like this fence here, we would not be able to move diagonal in this space, so we'd have to go 1, 2. And likewise for the wolf. Okay. And I'll get the trackers, life trackers for the monsters. And then you guys won't be able to see the health trackers, but I'll let you guys know what damages are what. So for a 3-person or hero game, the monsters, the rabid wolves, will start at 17 hit points. I'll go ahead and hurry up and set that up. And so this one will be the top, this one will be the bottom, this one will be the left. Because if we look at how that looks, these little red arrows in the different corners here, and I guess on different sides, are the indicator for the trackers. So the bottom will be at 17, the left tracker will be at 17, and the top will be at 17. Okay? And then the heroes' lives are at 14. Senor Belmont's life is at 17. And then the Friar Tuck, his life is currently at 15. And then the next video, our lives and stuff might be a little bit different, because we already played this once, and I don't want to change anything that we already gained or lost from that encounter. And so, just to keep that kind of fair to my wife, it's not necessarily her fault. And so, I'm just doing this video so you guys can stay up to date with what we're doing here. Okay, and then we have a search token right here on the well. Alright, and to kind of give you a brief thing what's going on here. We chose, Story choice number 2. And the farmer leads you out of town and points you to the direction of his fields. There is my land. I ask you kindly to destroy those wolves. It is dark when you reach the farm. The moon hides itself before a thick layer of clouds, but the stars are bright, allowing you to see well enough. The quiet atmosphere changes as you hear soft growls. Rabid wolves emerge from their hiding places among the tall grass, sniffing the air, their eyes almost seeming to glow. And if you remember, we got a blue story marker, the archaeologist did, from helping the street urchin previously. And so he'll get a +5 to might for knowing that the wolves like to hide in tall grass. Right, and then so our primary goals are to defeat the rabid wolves. See the encounter dialog box. And then it says, don't forget to search the bodies for loot. So whenever you kill a monster, you want to search it for loot. After the combat, immediately read after the fight on page 7. Optional goals is investigate all search locations available only during combat. Perform a search roll. And so where the magnifying glass is. Then also we can investigate the scarecrow. Only available during combat. This map-based skill check. Pick up the red dice from the board and roll it for the results. It's the Ecology 5. So the first thing that we need to do is to roll for first strike to see who's going to go first, either the monsters or the heroes. So I'm going to grab these dice over here to bring them closer to me. So I'm going to roll a red and black 10-sided dice. The black are for the enemies, the red is for the heroes. Okay. The heroes rolled a 7. The monsters rolled a 5, so the heroes get to go first. There is no affliction on the board, so they do not get any bonuses. And it is not a tie, so the heroes will go first. So last video, the Exorcist had the player token. Right, so we're going to pass the leader token now. The Exorcist had it last. And so Friar Tuck had the leader token on the day side. Now it's going to get passed to the night side to the Avenging Madman. So Avenging Madman goes first. And he's going to go 4 spaces because his stride is 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop there. And there's nothing he can really do. The choices are on his turn, he gets to move. Then an act, make a foe, or attack a foe with a equipped weapon, activate, exhaust an item, attempt to cast a ritual or prayer, and then search. And he's not close to doing any of those. So I got the Avenging Madman's stuff in front of me that way I can remember. Alright, and so his max Vita is 23, but since he has a militia, it's actually 24 now, which is good to know. So he can't do anything. So then the Senor Belmont is going to go. 1, 2, 3. He has a stride of 4. So he can attack the wolf with his whip. And so I'm going to roll for an attack. Move these out of the way. He got a 71. The wolf's defense is 41, and so I really don't need to add any of the bonuses here. And if you notice on the skirmish that we did previously, we used these little tokens here, the attack and defense tokens. We're no longer going to use those for an encounter. These are only for skirmishes that I know of. And since he actually hit, he's going to use Crack the Whip, which actually cost 1 point. So now he has 4 power points. And it's going to allow him to roll 2d4 damage to that wolf. And so I'm going to roll, boom. So he's doing 8 points of damage to the bottom wolf. And so now the wolf is on 9 points of damage. That was a good hit. And now the friar is going to go. And he will... See, he has a Aspergillum. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. But it says fillable. The +5 might ignores ethereal absorption. I don't know how to fill a weapon yet, but I'm going to find out eventually. Because I think it'd be nice to fill it with some kind of flame if that's possible. And so he is going to go over here, 1, 2, 3, and attack this wolf here. And he got an 85. So he's going to do 1d4 damage. He did a 4. And so that is the left wolf, and it's going to go down to 13. Okay. And then the wolves are going to go. So, there's 3 wolves here, I guess. Which one do we want to go first? I'm going to choose this one goes first. And me and him are both equal distance. And so we'd use a 4-sided die. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so he's going to go after me, the archaeologist, Senor Belmont. And he's going to attack Senor Belmont. I like using a black percentile die with a white one. That way I can know which dice I used. So it's 10. It's a miss. This one will turn and attack the friar. 24. His defense is a 36. So you get 24. The wolf gets a plus -5 might. So that is definitely a miss. And then this wolf's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because he'd be the closest one to him. Not there yet. Okay, and then so the Avenging Madman, since I got the wolf, is going to go over to the Scarecrow. Oops. 1, 2. He's going to search the Scarecrow, because that's one of the things that we need to do here. So he needs to get an ecology 5. I'm thinking of his weapons or anything gives him ecology. He gets a +2 to ecology. He did it. Okay, and it says, the Scarecrow has fallen off its post. Crows call at you in mockery. Success. You restore the crow to its upright place. Earn a boon. Okay. And so his boon would be take an additional move. Alright, and if you remember before, the Exorcist had the boon that says receive an extra attack. He hasn't used that yet. And so he searched, which was an action, and he moved, and he's not going to do anything else yet. Well, Simon Belmont, or Senor Belmont, is going to attack the wolf again. He's going to take a step back. And he's going to attack the wolf. So he's going to roll their percentile dice. And he got an 89. Okay, and then he's going to use another PowerPoint to roll 2d4 damage. So we got 6 points of damage. So now that wolf has 3 points left. Okay, and then the friar is going to attack this wolf here. He got a 36 plus 36 plus 4, so that's 40. And he's 41. Is there anything else that give him a bonus? Nope. And so, also before we go any further, part of being a savage for the Avenging Madman allows him to pick one type of creature type that he has hatred for a chapter. So if he was going to roll a 1, and the 1 is a demonic. So his focus is on demonic for their chapter. Okay, and so then the exorcist will go ahead and use his boon to make another attack against this wolf here. He got a 32, still not enough. Now he's going to move, because I think it's what the smart thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's right. And because he didn't move before he attacked, he didn't have to interrupt his movement, because if you attack, it cancels any movement you have left. Okay, so now he's over here. And then the wolves are going to go. So this one's the closest, and it's going to go 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. So the closest is the, well, it's either between the Avenging Madman or Senor Belmont. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to go after the Avenging Madman. Okay, the Avenging Madman is going to take an attack. 82. Woof. Okay, and so then we're going to roll the power one too. So a 1. And so it says 1 through 4, take down. The wolf leaps at you and swings its clawed paw, lose 3 vita, and get pushed 1. So he's going to get pushed 1. He's going to lose 3 vita, make him down to 11. Woof. And then this wolf is going to count how many spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the Avenging Madman is closer here. So he's going to go after that guy. He's going to attack again for a 52. His defense is... his defense is a 39 plus 5. So that'd be a 44. If there's anything else. So 44. That was a 52. He's definitely going to take a hit. So the attack is going to be an 8. An 8 is vicious bite. Your flesh is torn by a mouth foaming with blood and pus. Lose D4 vita and become sickened 4. And so he is actually going to use his keep it coming. It says ignore 1d4 damage from an attack and usable during a skirmish. So he's going to, that costs 1 power point. So he's going to take 1d4, which he's going to take 2, and he's going to use his ability to block 2. So he's taking 0. Okay. And so he's sickened 4. So he's going to test against sicken. And sickened is... Sickened is ecology, and he has ecology plus 2. So he just needs to get a 2. He got a 7, so he is not sickened. Keep that nearby me. Okay, then this wolf's going to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be between any 3, either of us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this wolf's going to go over here and attack the pastor, the Friar Tuck. 75. That's definitely a hit. So he's going to roll damage, and it's a 1. So he's going to take 3 damage, leaving him down to 12. All right. And then so Senor Belmont is going to come over here and try to finish off this. Oops. So the Avenging Madman is going to turn and attack this wolf there. He's got a 13, not enough. So then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so Senor Belmont's going to go over here. He's just going to move 1 space forward because he can attack 2 spaces away. And now he's going to attack that wolf that has a lot of damage already. So we got a 64, and he's going to kill it, hopefully. And so he is going to just use a regular die. Well, let's go ahead and just finish it off. So he's going to go down to 2 power points. And he's going to roll 2d4 for damage. Because he wants to get 3 to make sure he kills it. And that's what he gets. He gets 3, so this guy is dead. Which I should have went over there and hit him anyway, so that way I could search the body, but that's fine, next time. And then Friar Tuck is going to attack this wolf. See where everyone's life is at. Alright, doesn't need to heal anybody yet. So, he's going to attack this wolf here. He's got a 13, does nothing. That sucks. Alright, then the wolves are going to go. So this one is going to attack Friar Tuck because he's right there. The closest one to him. He got a 44. I got a 36. Plus 4. So he's definitely going to get hit. And he got hit with 6. So hamstring. The wolf's jaws rip into the hamstring. Lose 1d4 vita and become immobilized 5. So I lose 1 4. So he loses 1 point of damage. Bringing him down to 11. And he's going to test against Immobilized. Immobilized is trickery. He does not have no trickery, so he's got to get a 5 or higher. And he got a 3, so he's immobilized. So it says immobilized is the forces around you prohibit your movement, receive negative 10 might, pass ecology 5 at the start of each round, or your stride becomes 0. This status ends when combat is over. So it sounds like until the end of the combat, of the encounter, he's going to be immobilized and he has to roll every time. So, that stinks. Alright, and he took that 1 point of damage, and then this wolf is going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's going to be between the Avenging Madman or the Archaeologist. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Rolled a 1, so he's going to come over to the Avenging Madman. He's going to attack him. A 40. And so the Avenging Madman has a 39 plus 5, so that is a miss. Thank goodness the Avenging Madman has a round shield. Whew. So, then starting with the Avenging Madman, he is going to attack this wolf here. So we got a 94. Okay. And I was just looking at one of his abilities. It says a environmental slaughter. It says when an adjacent corporal foe dies, I'm not sure what corporal means, tear a limb from its body and slam it into an enemy up to 2 spaces away, dealing 1d6 damage. And that's once per round. And so this is the top wolf, which hasn't taken any damage yet. So he's going to roll a d4 plus 1. So he's going to do 3 points of damage to it. So it's going to be 14. Okay. Right, so then Senor Belmont, well, he's going to move first. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Senor Belmont is going to move 1. He's going to attack this wolf here. So 39 plus his might So that's a +3. So that's a hit. And I keep forgetting these guys have damage bonuses. So this wolf should have taken extra damage because the Avenging Madman... Oh, sorry, 2 more damage because he does +2 damage. And then this one should have taken at least another damage earlier. I gotta remember those things. So remember to read the stat cards when you're in encounter mode, because it does a +1 damage. Okay? And I'm not sure if that contributes to the skirmishes. I don't think that translates over into that. I think it's just for the encounters. And I'll look at that rule later. And so then Senor Belmont is going to attack this wolf here, which is the left wolf, which is currently at 12 points of damage. He's going to attack it. And he rolled a 39 plus his might. So he's going to use his cracked whip again, bringing him down to 1 point. And he's going to use 2d4 plus 1 damage. So he's doing 9 points of damage. So that's going to go down to 3. And the bottom wolf is gone. Okay, the friar is going to go, he's just going to attack this wolf because he wants it gone too. These wolves are very menacing and they're doing a lot of damage. And so he does 35 plus his might, which is 4, so that's 39. And plus 5 might from his weapon, so that's enough to hit it. Okay, so the wolf is going to take 1d4 damage, so hopefully he rolls a 3. He got 2 plus his 1 damage bonus, so now that's 3, so this wolf is gone. Good. Alright, then it's the wolf's turn. Well, this guy here is the closest, Senor Belmont's the closest, so the wolf will move over there. He's going to attack Senor Belmont. So 64, there's not a thing that he can do, so he's going to be taking a damage. Damage tracker is a 9. It says, vicious bite, your flesh is torn by a mouth foaming, so he's going to lose a d4. He's just going to lose 4 vita. Okay, so he's at 13, and then he has to test Mobilize, which is ecology, and he does not have ecology, so he has to get a 4 or higher. If the monster would roll a 10, he would be rolling an 8 second. So right now it's a second 4, so he has to get 4 or higher. He got a 9, so no second there, thank goodness. Okay, then back to the top. The Avenging Madman is going to go over here to the well. He's going to search the well. So he's going to roll for it. So he has to get an 8, 9, or 10. And he got an 8. Okay, and his item that he found is pure salt. Pure Salt says remove the curse status or gain immunity to corrosion tokens for 1 encounter. Okay, and so then we can just remove that from there. And then Senor Belmont will go over here, 1, 2, and he'll search the monster. So it's a D10. Found a 2, nothing. So then Friar Tuck will search this monster. A 2, nothing. And then this wolf will go after... He's going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get a 2, so he's going after Friar Tuck. He's going to attack Friar Tuck off a 24. And no bonuses. He actually gets -5 might, so he's not going to do anything there. And then back to the top again. Well, hold on. Friar Tuck is immobilized, which gives him negative 10 might. Well, it's for negative 10 might. He would not have been able to kill that wolf because of the negative 10 might. So that wolf would have had an attack on him last round. So I'll go ahead and roll that now. 79. And then the attack would have been a 3, which is he would have done 3 points of damage and got pushed. So that would have put him at 8 points of damage. And then that wolf just attacked him, so this wolf would have attacked him again. And number 4 would have been the same 3, so he would push back. And now he's at 5 points of damage. Okay, and then everyone has done their thing. Back to the top. Angry Madman will come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Senor Belmont would go 1, 2. Attack this wolf here. 93, and so he would do. He has 1 power point left. He will just do 1d4 plus 1 damage, and so that kills that wolf. Boom. All right, and then Friar Tuck has to test to see if he can move, and he has to test immobilize. He has to pass Ecology 5. He got 8, so he can move. Who's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's gonna use his Healing Surge prayer. So he has to get a Faith 8. Well, Faith 6 because he got +2. And so he actually rolled a Faith 6 because he gets a +2, so it's 8. It says all characters recover 2d4 Vita or 1d6 ghost points. So starting with Friar Tuck, he's going to regain 7 points. It's going to put him at 12. Senor Belmont is going to recover 6 points. So he's got 19 points. And then Bob is going to recover 3 points, making him 14. And then that prayer goes away. And he has to go back to the Church of the Crossroads to get another one, which kind of stinks, but he kind of needed to use it. All right. Then the wolf is going to attack Senor Belmont. He got 100. Okay, and so Devastating Strike occurs and your attack roll is a natural 100. You gain an extra move, act, or may recover all power points. So when a monster gets a Devastating Strike, what happens? It says if a foe's unmodified attack roll results in 100, meaning the D10 dice shows a 0 and the D00 dice shows 00, they may perform a Devastating Strike. After they complete the first attack, they must make another attack against a random character in range or sight. Alright, so he's going to attack Senor Belmont first, and so it's 1, so Senor Belmont is going to lose 3 points of damage and get pushed back 1, and then he's still the closest, so then the wolf's going to go over there and attack him again. And he got a 93, and so a 9, so he's going to get D4. Sorry, not D4, just lose 4 Vita, so he's at 12. And then he has to roll a second 4, and that's Ecology, and he does not have Ecology, I do believe. He got a 4, so now he is sickened. And to let me know that he's sickened, I'm going to use a token. I'll just use the infection token because there is no sicken token. Do you understand why? To remind me, I'll flip it over when he's infected. But it says sickened, that when he attacks, he has to roll the damage dice twice. If a foul malus has stricken you, reducing your effectiveness in combat and encounter, roll damage dice twice and take the worst result. Okay. And if we go back and look at the goals here, we have to defeat the monsters, or the rabid wolves, which we are getting there. We're searching their bodies, and then we've investigated the search space, and we've investigated the scarecrow. So we just need to complete the mission by killing the wolf. So now it's the Avenging Madman's turn. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, come over here and attack this wolf. He got a 95. So he's going to do 1d4 plus 1 damage plus his attack bonus, which is 2. So he's going to do 1d4 plus 3 damage. So he's doing 7 points of damage, and that takes the creature down to 5. Okay, and then Senor Belmont is going to do the same thing. So we just want to get rid of this thing. It's got 24 plus 3 might plus, I think that's about it, unfortunately. So nothing there. And then to be able to move, Senor Belmont has to get an ecology 5 or higher, if I remember correctly. Yep, ecology 5. He got a 2, so he's not moving. Then the wolf's going to attack. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, he's going to attack Senor Belmont again. 97. Senor Belmont's getting the snot kicked out of him. And so he's going to roll his attack die. So he's rolled a 9. So again, losing 4 points of damage. It's going to take him down to 8. And then he has to roll a second 5 or higher, or second 4. So he has to roll 4 or higher. He got a 9. If he would have got another second, he would have become infected. And after so many infection tokens, something has happened. Like his overall total life comes down. Like his total life right now is 23. That's the highest he can go to. That would come down, and something else would happen. Okay. So then back at the top, Angry Madman, or Avenging Madman. Rolled a 4. Nothing. And then Senor Belmont, he rolled a 99. Whoosh. Look at him, rolled a 100. Rolled a 99, so then he's going to use his D4 plus 1. So he got a 1 there, and then a 3, so he has to take the 1, so he's doing 2 points of damage. So then that would go down to 3. The wolf's got 3 points of damage. Then Friar Tuck is going to try to roll again for ecology 5 or higher. He got a 9, so he's going to move over here. He's going to attack the wolf. So we got a 52 minus 10 might, so that's 42. And that's still enough to hit, plus his other 9 might, so he's still good. So he's going to do 1d4 damage to the wolf. And he did 1 point of damage. So the wolf is at 2. And then since he's adjacent to Friar Tuck, he's going to use a power point, and he's going to heal Friar, or he's adjacent to Senor Belmont. So he's going to use his purification to give him 4 points of damage back. So it's going to put him back at 12. And the wolf's going to attack. So now he's adjacent to all 3 of us. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. So he's attacking the Avenging Madman. 47 minus 5, so that's a 42. The Avenging Madman has a defense of 39 plus his 5. So that's 44. Okay, so that is a miss. Okay, and then the Avenging Madman is going to attack him. So 33 plus 5 might. That's 33, 38 plus 3 might, so that's 41. And that's just enough to hit it. So he's going to do 1d4 plus 3 damage. So that's 2, 5, the wolf is dead. And we beat the encounter. I just wanted to mention, before we actually quit here, that if you notice on this wolf card, rabid wolf card, we're each going to receive 30 lore, 10 points for each wolf. And we're each going to gain 2 coins for each wolf, so we're each going to get 6 coins. So that's how the reward system works when you finish an encounter. So we had gained 30 lore plus 6 coins each. So it says, after the fight. After the wolves are dealt with, the farmer tells you, beyond is a path that will take you to an old burial ground, the mausoleum. There houses a long-forgotten entrance into the caves of Nurian's Hollow. That is where the priest went. He agrees to show you his shortcut and offers to join you. The leader gains the farmer companion. So now Leah is going to gain the farmer companion as a result. Okay? And so we're going to stop here, and we'll pick it up when Leah gets back. And that would move our little character here into Narian's Hollow. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys understood. If you have any questions or how anything went down, go ahead and fill them in down below, and I'll try to do my best to answer any questions. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time.